There can only be one truly great music festival a lifetime, and it's the US Festival.
The what festival?
The US Festival. Yeesh. It was sponsored by that guy from Apple Computers.
What computers?
Uh...
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The mountain that everybody's been going to for the last 300 years. Thousands of people, millions of dollars have been spent going to this mountain here in Turkey. Genesis 11 verse 2 says, as Noah's sons came off the mountain, they traveled from the east. So you motorheads over here, if you're traveling from the east, which direction are you going? West, okay? So just for, this is reverse, just for illustration, that way's north for now, okay? So if that way's north, Noah's sons came off the mountain and they traveled west. So west is that way. When you come off the mountain here, you go west, and it's amazing because the Bible has said this for thousands of years, and yet people kept going by Marco Polo's map, not by what the Bible said. So in 2006, we made an expedition. Noah's Ark is a very important story of the Bible. And it's very important that we believe the story is true. Because the Bible says in Matthew, Luke, and Mark that when Jesus returns, it'll be like the days of Noah. We need to know what the story was. We got up in the mountain, and again, the DVD tells the whole story. At 13,126 feet, we found an enormous petrified ship. And this ship was in pieces because our Sherpa, our guides, said we met at the base camp. We had a grandfather who was in his 70s, his sons in their 40s, his grandson in their 20s. And when we got there, he said, "This is my family mountain. I am 5th generation," which means his grandsons are 7th generation. "We are the only guides to this mountain. You're only the 2nd white person I've ever met in my entire life. Why are you here?" "We're just out looking for something." "You want to see Noah's Ark?" "Well, why do you say?" He said, "Because I saw it more than 50 years ago. When I was a very young man, I saw it. And then it got covered up with ice and snow. And we haven't seen it for more than 50 years. But this year, for the first time, it's been melting up every year. Global warming, okay? It's been melting up every year. And this year, for the first time, I can see it again. I was there 2 weeks ago. And I'll bring you to it tomorrow if you want to see it." Didn't sleep a lot that night. Thinking, wow, this really could be true. Next morning, we got up and we hiked up the mountain. And he told us a story. When he saw it, it was at 15,300 feet. And it was intact. And he described what it looked like. And it fit all the dimensions, the size and everything of Noah's Ark. But in the year 2000, 6 years before we got there, was an enormous earthquake. And during this earthquake, the ark, the ship, slid down the mountain from 15,300 to 13,000, so 2,000 feet down the mountain. So if you can imagine a building that was roughly 450 feet long, roughly 72 to 75 feet wide, 45 feet high. If you can imagine that sliding down a mountain for 2,000 feet, what it would look like? Broke into pieces, right? And yet there was huge sections. There were sections of walls 12 to 14 feet high, 40 feet long. And when you walk up to it, it looks like just an old building. Some of these old barns you see out in the country over here, and the wood's all grayed. It looks just like an old building. We have a lot more pictures on the DV, but I'm going to show you just a couple of them here. Here, when you look at the wood, see, you can see all the texture of the wood. And yet when you touch it, it's rock. Those were beams that were used. We have a pin in the center there so you can see just by size the beams. This log was cut by human hands. This is the very first petrified rock ever found cut by human hands before it became petrified.
There can only be one truly great music festival a lifetime, and it's the US Festival.
The what festival?
The US Festival. Yeesh. It was sponsored by that guy from Apple Computers.
What computers?
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
fill my time.
Well, tonight being the last night of the full moon, we've got a little tear-jerker for all of you mentally disturbed out there. And if you got the Rocket to Russia album, then you'll remember this next one. It's entitled Here Today. Oh, 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 I love. Oh, 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 I love you. I do. I do. Oh, 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 I love you. Oh, 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 I love you. I do. I do. But I told you why. Just now, babe, I want you still. Just can't take it. The time is coming. I'm to bring someone to pay the price. Oh, 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 it's oh, 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 it's true. It's true. called Sugar and Stress. This world is upside down, the rights and wrongs don't get much longer. Mistakes found in the past turn into rules protecting power. It's falling down in ways a lot, so you should not depend on it. This world is upside down, but I can't hang on for much longer. Sugar and stress, do everything at least twice. Catch your fingers in your private vices. Sugar and stress with a heart like ice. So heaven comes in a number of size. Thoughts are so unfair. If something's there, then it's worth taking. You know where our hearts are, right behind our wallets. Yes, and that's where they're staying. Grew up together, but we grew apart. Always climbing up is our downfall. A change of blood, a change of heart. Another change of address, so you know you. Sugar and stress, do everything at least twice. Catch your fingers in your private vices. Sugar and stress with a heart like ice. So heaven comes in a number of stars. Upside down, the rights and wrongs don't get much longer. Mistakes found in the past turn into rules protecting power. It's falling down in ways a lot, so you should not depend on it. This world is upside down, but I can't hang on for much longer. Sugar and stress, do everything at least twice. Catch your fingers in your private vices. Sugar and stress with a heart like ice. So heaven comes in a number of sizes. Sugar and stress. Catch your fingers in your private vices. Sugar and stress. Oh, heaven comes in a number of sizes. This world is upside down. This world is upside down. This world is upside down, but look, I can't hang on for much longer.
Today, you wanna be just like someone else.
I hear a wind
find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, you've ever played to at one time?
Lying in the darkness, feeling all alone, a kind of pain and fear you've never known. Every day is a battle, battle still to come, but Hazel is a fighter number one. You just keep believing when you breathe. You're gonna move a mountain any day. This little one, she's a fighter. She don't give up. This little one, she's a fighter now.
can't remember what I just forgot.
I felt the pressure, but I passed it off. I felt your glockenspiel pounding soft. Oh, I heard there's something else too. Must this drag on forever? I tripped and stumbled in the dead of night. Crossing my endless dream of kryptonite. I lit my brain with rainbow crystal light. Must this drag on forever? It's got so quiet, like she'd not be here. You said I better try it. Please get me out of here. Just help me out of here. Your waxy face is melting on your lap. I sat there trying to crush the ginger snap. Your scream was sounding like a thunderclap. Must this drag on forever? The windows you light so well. Your testimony from the inner spell. You look so wasted that I couldn't tell. Must this drag on forever? And things got so quiet. But you should not be here. You said I better try it. Please get me out of here. Don't let me interfere. Must this drag on forever? Must this drag on forever? Must this drag on forever? Must this drag on and on?
Stupid drivers! I am so tired of driving with stupid drivers. I wish I had a little rubber stick-em dart gun like you had when you were a kid. And when you see somebody driving stupid, you could shoot them and it would stick in the trunk with a little sign that said stupid. And then when the cops come by and sees a car with about a dozen of these on the back end, he pulls them over and gives them a ticket for being an idiot. They're all idiots. They're driving down the freeway right now with a seatbelt hanging out the door making sparks. I feel like I'm in a Fiero, in front of an Audi, behind a Pinto being passed by a Suzuki Samurai. This whole country is leaning forward in the car going uphill. And some of them are in this audience. You're offended to realize you're driving so stupid. You're driving through the hamburger drive-thru nodding at the speaker. You hear him ask, do you want French fries? Is Then we have to hang out at the window of our car because we're behind you. Give him fries. Put it on mine. Get it going. It's a drive-through. They're in the fast lane of the freeway going 35 miles an hour with a bumper sticker on the back that says, I'd rather be sailing. Good. Get off the road. And take the cops with you. They only do two things, and both of them mess up traffic. One is they go the speed limit. This slows everybody down. The other thing they do is chase speeders going 100 miles an hour. What does this do? Doubles the number of cars going at dangerous speed. What, am I the smartest guy? I saw a hitchhiker wearing camouflage. We're worried about litter on the highway, and we put up a sign that says it's fine. Fine for littering. That's why people dump the stuff out. Do they have to drive over the white line right after they paint it and leave a thing like that, a thing like that, a thing like that, a thing like that, a thing like that? Messes up my world. They're going over the bridge right now with the turn signal on. You almost wish they would turn. Good, damn it, turn! You blinked about it, do it! Maybe they should connect the blinker with a wheel. Blink twice and turn them, make them commit to a decision. Or pick a lane. They're in one lane, no, they're going in the other, no, they're back again. And they turn a little bit left before they turn right. Why do you do that? Stop it. And stop at a stop sign and look over and acknowledge you're stopping. They just leave their head forward. You don't even know if they're going to stop. They ought to put brake lights on the front of a car so you can see if they even touch the damn pedal. Or make remote control brakes. We could just aim at their car and shoot them on. Stop. Maybe Detroit should make a car just for teenagers with heavy-duty shocks, windshield wipers on the inside, no armrest to hurt your head, and a steering wheel made out of Nerf.
Parking lot on a piece of land where the supermarket used to stand. Before that they put up a bowling alley on the site that used to be the local pally. That's where the big bands used to come and play. My sister went there on a Saturday. Come dancing, all her boyfriends used to come and call. Why not come dancing? It's only natural. Saturday, another date. She would be ready, but she'd always make him wait in the hallway in anticipation. He didn't know the night would end up in frustration. He'd end up blowing all his wages for the week, all for a cuddle and a peck on the cheek. Come dancing, that's how they did it when I was just a kid. And when they said come dancing, my sister always did. Sister should have come in at midnight, and my mom would always sit up and wait. It always ended up in a big row when my sister used to get home late. Out of my window I could see them in the moonlight, two silhouettes saying goodnight by the garden gate. The day they knocked down the pally, my sister stood childhood died, just died. Now I'm grown up and playing in a band, and there's a car park where the paddy used to stand. My sister's married and she lives on an estate. Her daughters go out, now it's her turn to wait. She knows they get away with things she never could, but if I asked her, I wonder if she would. Come dancing, come on sister, have yourself a ball. Don't be afraid to come dancing, it's only natural. The big band used to play.
Well, you survived the heat, you made it this far, that's good. We're gonna do tonight is a lot of stuff off of audio records, and we're gonna do some new stuff off the new record that's coming out in November. The new record's called Get Nervous. And this is one of the songs. Shit, there's a lot of you out there, holy. How you doing back there, right? Never again, isn't that what you said? You've been through this before, you swore this time you'd think with your head. No one would ever have you again. And if taken was gonna get done, you decide where and when. Just when you think you got it down, your heart's securely tied and bound. They whisper promises in the dark. Armed and ready, you fought long battles in the night, but too many opponents made you weary of the fight. Blinded by passion, you foolishly let someone in. All the warnings went off in your head till you had to give in. Just when you think you got it down, resistance nowhere to be found. They whisper promises in the dark. search for a way to conquer the fear. No line of attack has been planned to fight back the tears. Where brave and restless streams are both one and low. On the edge is where it seems it's well worth the cost. Just when you think you've got it down, you're in pieces on the ground. They whisper promises in the
You know, I still remember we used to be just 9 years old. I went to school for you, babe. Couldn't I only let you know? Now you're grown up, and I won't let you alone. And I want you to know, I want you to know. Oh, you make me wanna shout, come on, shout, come on, shout, come on, shout, come on now, shout, get my feet up, shout, throw my head back, shout, come on now, shout, come on, shout, shout, say it again, shout, shout. To me, baby, you've been better than I've been to myself. And if you ever leave, I'm not gonna no one else. And I want you to know, and I want you to know, I want you to know right now. I want you to know. You make me wanna shout, come on, shout, come on, shout, come on now, shout, come on now. Don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, shout, a little bit louder. Shout, say it again. Shout, one more time. Shout.
playing for Benmont Tench over here. Almost forgot to introduce our dear friend back here, playing the percussion and the tambourines, Phil Jones. Let's hear it. Y'all know what? Y'all know what? Just before we come on tonight, we were sitting back here in this little trailer, me and Benmont. Benmont says, man, look up there, that's a full moon. He said, man, there's a full moon up there, and God knows how many people. And I said, Benmont, just for you, when we go out here tonight, seeing how it's a full moon, I want to ask hundreds of thousands of people at one time to give me a ba-woo! 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 Cause you know sometimes you might feel a little lonely, might be downhearted, might have a worried mind. But you know sometimes, every now and then, a little electric guitar can make me feel a little better. You know, it eases my mind, it touches me inside. Yeah, baby, I want to get tired of playing. Just like that. You knocked me out. But before I leave here tonight, before we go, I just want to hear all you people shout. I want to hear people shout. I want to hear people shout. School for you, babe. But now they'll let you know. But now you're grown up. No one will let you know. No one you to know. So don't want you to know. So you make me want to shout, come on. Shout, come on now. Shout, come on now. Shout, come on now. Shout.
Nobody knew whether or not this was going to actually happen or not, or whether it was going to be a big success or a fizzle. And it's turned out to be something of a success.
When you have a chance to use the best equipment and no holds barred, and you can build a stage like this, and you can bring in Diamond Vision and the Ida4, and you can bring in the equipment to water down the audience and have the campsites the way they should be. And then you have the personnel, and in the end, it's up to the artists to play and the audience to respect each other. And when you have it all working, then you've got one big, beautiful party.
Some folks trust reason, others trust in mind. I don't trust nothing, but I know it cannot ride. See it once again now. Oh, hope you understand. When it's done over, man is just a man playing in the band. Daybreak on the land. Look for answers, others look for fights. And some folks up in treetops, just looking for their kites. But I can tell you future, oh, just look what's in your hand. But I can't stop for nothing, I'm just playing the band. Playing in the band. Daybreak on the land. Tower, world at my command. You just keep turning while I'm playing the band. Man among you, God no sin upon his hand. Little cast on the people, playing the band. Playing in the band. Daybreak on the land.
And now we're going to feed you. What would you like to eat right now? I can't hear you. Where are we going to eat them? Try to amend my carnivorous habit. Dated nearly 70 days. Losing weight without speed eating sunflower seeds. Drinking lots of carrot juice and soaking up a rays. Now I have these wonderful dreams. Some kind of sensuous street. Got the kitty better cheating. Oh girl, sweet but a big warm bun and a huge hunk of meat. Cheeseburger is paradise. Heaven on earth with an onion slice. Not too particular, not too precise. I'm just a cheeseburger in paradise. Heard about the old time sailor men. They eat the same thing again and again. Warm beer and bread, they say can raise again. It reminds me of the menu at a Holiday Inn. Thank you, Cheeseburger.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
There can only be one truly great music festival a lifetime, and it's the US Festival.
The what festival?
The US Festival. Yeesh. It was sponsored by that guy from Apple Computers.
What computers?
Looking out at the road rushing under my wheel. Looking back at the years
out loving someone new. Seems like it's happened 100 times before. And I can see you've been spreading yourself thin too, and it's a lonely stage we've been going through. Well, don't get up, hell, I can find my own way to the door. And I can see you are an angel whose wings just won't unfold. Tune up your heart, polish your own low. The only kind of man that you ever wanted was one that you knew never hold very long. Sitting there crying like I'm the first one to go. Well, you may have 30 lovers behind you, feel, but I sure can't find you. Seems like you would have found your old self by now. Late at night, those old lovers' tears come back. Faces in your dreams and fingers in your back. Voices of the memories, yeah, for crying out loud. All right, if you know it, let's sing it. And I can see you are an angel whose wings just won't unfold. Tune up your heart, polish your own halo. The only kind of man that you ever wanted was one that you knew you never hold very long. Sitting there crying like I'm the first one to go. Such a joyous sight to see you when you sleep that I believe I'm leaving, baby. It's getting too deep. I guess it's easy enough for any man to say. Yeah, we never agree if we talked all night, and things are getting heavy, so I'm rolling on the light. Goodbye, jaded lover, you undercover queen for a day. Hey, hey. And I can see you are an angel, wings won't unfold. Tune up your heart, polish your halo. The only kind of man that you ever wanted was one that you knew you never hold very long. Sitting there crying like I'm the first one to go. Well, you can sitting there crying like I'm the first one to go. Well, keep sitting on it, darling. Thank you.
the thing is, when you're opening up for any show with that amount of people, you don't know how it's going to go. You know, everybody's there for their own band. So when we started playing, I was very happy to see the audience liking us. They were a little curious to see what we were about. Not everybody really at that point heard of us or knew about us. So we were very grateful that the audience liked what we did. So we were happy just to at least have been in front of that many people, for which we garnered more fans.
I think it's going to be the most exciting concert I've ever been to.
And it's even bigger and better and more well put together than Woodstock.
You've all been a part of history tonight. We want to thank you for making this a great, great, great evening.